Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be filming a makeup tutorial. I know you guys have been asking for one for like damn near like 2 years, because the last one was from my birthday, which wasn't really a tutorial. It was kind of like a get ready with me. This time it's going to be an actual tutorial, and I'm going to explain to you guys how I actually do my makeup. Okay, so the first step that I was kind of debating on was whether or not I wanted to do my lashes or I just wanted to add lashes at the end. Sorry, my light just died. That's so embarrassing. No shade. Okay, this is how I do my makeup. So first things first, you're going to want to start with moisturizing your skin. I'm going in with this oil control moisturizer from Peach Slices. Y'all, if you're kind of struggling with trying to find your way through Korean skincare, start with Peach Slices. They literally have the most simple products to use. So I'm going to just go in with some moisturizer all over my face and my neck. So the new primer that I've been using is this Revlon Prime Plus for the matte and pore defying look. The pump is broken, so please don't judge me. I'm just going to put it on my face like this. I did start using the Milk of Magnesium, which I'm not gonna lie, that was a really good primer. My makeup stayed in place for like 2 days. Oh. So now that the primer is on, we're gonna go ahead and jump straight into the brows. Now for the brows, okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna overline them. What I use for the brow is gonna be crazy, but my 350 palette from Morphe, that's my holy grail, girl. So all right, you're gonna go underneath it on the bottom like that. I follow my natural brow shape, I'm not gonna lie to you. And then I'm gonna pull it down like this and bring it all the way down. Like, you see how I brought it all the way down like this? And then you're kind of just gonna do the same thing for the top and pull it down, and then you're just gonna fill it in. Now when you get to the front, just keep dragging it and it'll eventually just thin out on its own, if that makes sense. And then you're just gonna brush, brush, brush. And you want to overline them because you are going to clean them up with concealer later. So just go ahead and overline them. Now that you look like the guy from Beavis and Butthead, you're gonna go in with your concealer. So this is the concealer that I use for my face to get a bright under eye, which is what I'm gonna use on my brows. So I'm gonna show you guys how I conceal them. I literally just get a little pad, and then I use a brush like this. One end is for you to draw and one end is for you to blend. Then I'm gonna just grab it and then, like, you'll see, I'm gonna carve it out and then bring it down like this. And then you're gonna blend. And then you're gonna do the same thing for the top and the same thing for the other side. Carve it out. Bring it down. And then blend. I always feel like my brows never look identical, which is why, like, I literally wait till the end to do them, because, like, you see what I mean? But I feel like it'll come together in the end. These are the two foundations that I use. This is the Fit Me by Maybelline, and this is the Fenty Beauty Matte. They're both matte. This shade is 420 and this shade is 340 for the cappuccino. They're damn near like identical. Girl, when it comes down to color matching, I'm your girl. So I'm gonna go in with this cappuccino one because I'm going in for a heavier look. If I was doing like work makeup or like a light makeup, then I would definitely go in with the Fenty because it's not that much of a coverage, if that makes sense. Now, girl, I've seen people just dip the stick in and like put it on their face. That's just too much for me. So I'm gonna use the top like that and just spread it out. This look-y might be too much, but it's okay because whatever we don't use on our face will go on the neck. Okay, now you're gonna use a setting spray. The setting spray that I use is this Milani Make It Last Matte. If you didn't know yet, I like a matte look. So I'm gonna just spray that before I blend it out so that when it's time to blend, it's not gonna give me any problems. Okay, and then I'm gonna just blend. Look at that color match, girl. Look at that. Don't do me. Don't do me like that. Now it's time for the concealer once we're blended out. You have two options. This is like a regular concealer. So I'm going to show you this in comparison to the foundation. Like, it's literally only like a shade or two lighter. Now, I love a bright under eye. Like, when I mean I love a bright under eye, I mean like a UK girl type bright under eye. So this is the concealer that I use in comparison to the foundation. Yeah, girl. Now, this one, no shade. I think it's like expired, so it doesn't blend correctly. So I'm not going to be using this one. I'm going to just be using a color like this one. This one. My L'Oreal Infallible Paris 380 Pecan. Now, I'm going to show y'all the placement because everybody does their placement differently. I'm going to go in the corner here, on the outer corner here, in the corner here, on the outer corner here, on the bottom, and then on the top. I'm going to leave this one alone, okay? You'll see why. You'll see why. Now, these little triangle things are the holy grail. I like to use the dirty ones. Dirty. For the setting powder. This is all just like setting powder that was caked up after I blended it out. And then I like to use the blank ones to blend out the concealer. I'm sorry. I should have had this together. Okay. This is what I mean by blank. Alright. Now you blend across the nose. Like, you're going to bring it out across the nose. You see how it's like on my nose like this? And across the eye. Do the sides and then the bottom and the top, okay? So for the contour, with your placement, it has to be for your face. You feel me? So, okay, that's what I do for the contour because, bitch, I like to look snatched. I'm going to do another one on the bottom here to bring that jawline. I'm going to do 2 dots here for the forehead. And I'm going to do a little line on my nose for the nose. Now I'm going to show you how to blend them out. Because these are just dots. You're going to use a brush like this. And you're just going to pull it down. Literally. And then you're going to blend it down. You're going to blend it up like... literally the whole 9 yards. Same thing for down here. But you want to blend it like underneath your jaw so that it can hyphen the jawline and then it connects right here. You feel me? Keep going. Same thing with the top. Bring it over. Blend, 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 blend. So you see how the 2 dots made the contour right there? You connected it at the top right here. And then I blended it at the bottom. Down here. I don't know why this looks like this. We're gonna fix that. Just bring a little color back. Then for the nose, you're gonna go in with a smaller brush. I like to use a brush that looks like kind of like this. And then you go down, down, down. And then to the side. Like, bring it out. To the side, down, down, down. And then to the side. For the contour, my suggestion would be to go easy with it because you can always add more. You can't take away. That makes sense. I'm going to do a little bit more on the contour. Yeah, just keep blending, girl. Okay, now that we have all of our cream stuff done, it's time to go in with our setting powder. So I use 2 different types of setting powders. Let me find another one for y'all. So since I'm going in with this like dramatic big club look, I'm going to use my Rare Beauty setting powder. This one is in the shade light medium. But if I was doing something like in the daytime where I wanted to look a little bit more like golden, like yellowy, I would do my Fenty Beauty setting powder. This is in the shade Honey. I'm looking kind of running out of this one, so I'm just going to use my Rare Beauty. Now, remember I told you want to use something like this so that I can really press. Setting powder zones kind of just depend on the type of look that you're going for. Me, personally, I'm very dramatic with my makeup. It doesn't look like it, but I like it like very dramatic. What's going on? Okay. This is how much powder I start with, because you're going to need a good press. When you press down and then lean to the left, lean to the right. So it's on every single corner. And then you just bring it out like that. Down the nose, up under the eye. And then the same thing on the other side. Down the nose, up under the eye. Same thing for the bottom. In and out, in and out. The top as well. And then the T-zone. Okay, now this is going to be what we're going to do for the baking. And we're going to set the rest of the face. I set the rest of my face with the Fit Me 355 Coconut Powder. Matte and poreless, you already know. Then I take my big brush, tap, tap, and set the rest of my face. Okay. Now, this was a bit too bright earlier for me, so I'm going to already go and take the color powder just to add a little bit more color back onto my face, on the bottom, and as well as on the top by the brows. Okay, but I'm gonna leave the ones here. Okay, now that the rest of my face is set, I can go in with my powder products. I want to kind of change the angle. Let me change it here. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the rest of my powder products. I'm going to use a bronzer that's not really a bronzer. I just want to bring a little bit of color back to my face. So with the same contour brush, if I can find it, I'm going to go in with this like orangish shade from the Juvia's Place. And you'll see what I mean, like when I say bring the color back. So this is my contour. I'm going to put it just a little on top. You see what I mean? By bringing the color back, because my contour is so dark, like it's just gonna blend real nice. Okay, just adding a little bit of color back onto my face with the bronzer. Do it on the same thing with the spots up here, down here as well. Okay, after every powder, I'm gonna go in and just like swipe with the brush that I used to set the powder, because it still has a little bit of setting spray on there. I mean setting powder, sorry. I'm kind of all over the place. Now it's time for the blush. I hope this is like easy to follow. I don't know, we'll just see. Now it's time for the blush. For the blush, I'm gonna go use my 350 palette again. This one, and this one. I'd like to make my own blush, and you're gonna see. I dip into the red, the orange, and then the blush pink, and then put that on top of the orange. Y'all, like, so tea. I love it. That's like a perfect blush for me in my skin color, because that's what I like to do. Okay, now that blush is done, we can go in with the highlight as well. There's still a lot of highlight left over on my thing, so I'm gonna lightly tap the highlight. The highlight that I'm using is Water Brat by Fenty Beauty. I had another one. Oh, the Laura Mercier highlight. Well, I don't think this is a highlight, actually. I think this is like an eyeshadow, but I use it as highlight. Diamond Dust. But I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty one. It's powerful, so I have to be real careful. Sorry, I thought I heard like my phone ringing or something, but my phone's right in front of me, so I don't know what that's about. Okay, highlights done, everything's done. Now the powder, it's time to take off the powder. So I literally just, yeah, like just like that. Okay, now my base is done. Girl, that's how you eat a look up. We not done though, but that's how you eat a look up. Just like that, that's how you do it. But I'm gonna go in with this brown shade that has the gold and do my waterline. So I use a little brush that looks just like this, dipped into the eyeshadow. And then you're gonna use a little spoolie thing so you don't mess up your makeup. And then pull down. You see where I'm marking it at? It's not in my eye. And I just rub it on the bottom right there. And then it's kind of like an eyeliner, I guess you could say. Because I have eyeliner, I just don't use it. I think this is a lot more pigmented and it lasts longer. And I do it all the way to the corner. A couple more swipes, and then I like to go up here and in the corner here. And then the same thing on this side. Up and through there. And in the corner there. I don't know, I just like the chocolate, like that chocolate brown underneath the under eye. So tea. Like, literally so tea. And then these were the lashes that I was thinking of putting on. But I'm going to show you guys the no lash look because I personally love the no lash look. But you need a really good mascara for the no lash look. I like to use Fenty. Rihanna's my girl. Like, when it comes down to makeup brands, Fenty Beauty mascara. This is the hella thick volumizing mascara. And this one, it really do work wonders. Because if you could see, these are what my eyelashes look like now. And then this is literally just one swipe. I look so fucking stupid when I do that. Hold on. This is literally just like 2 swipes. No eyelash curler. Like, ate that right on up. Okay, time for the lip liner. So, I can't really explain it because I'm going to be lining my lips. But sorry, that was so... That was literally so awkward and so messy. Like, what the hell? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now we're lined. And you're going to use the concealer that you used on your face. Put that on the bottom right there. And then you're going to blend it out. Yeah. My lips are literally so chapped. I'm so sorry. Okay. Oh, look how chapped my lips are. Oh my gosh. That's so embarrassing. And then now I'm just going to use my gloss to go over the top. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Lip Injector. That on dry lips is crazy. Dry ass lips, actually. Okay. That's it. To be honest, the look definitely would have ate more if I had these huge lashes on. Let me just put them on. And that is how you beat a face, honey. Like, you see what I was saying with the big lashes? Like, once you put the big lashes, like, everything just comes together. Thanks for watching my video. If you recreate the look or you want to see some other looks, leave a comment down below. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.
You go, oh, there we go.